and absolutely love the adventure of reading. I will stand before you and speak with confidence and not be afraid. Reading every day has made me smarter. Reading has also strengthened my vocabulary and language skills, allowing me to pronounce new and big words without even thinking about it. Reading has incredibly enriched my long-term memory.
All right, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 3, and it says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice, trying to seal the elect, making your call and election assured, seeking out your own salvation, as well as you sisters that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husbands. Shalom, shalom. Again, it's the brother Zachariah. Come back to you with another lesson on this beautiful Saturday. Okay, and Lord willing, this be edifying unto you. All right, so as you see the video clip I put in the beginning of the young little Jake, man, you know, and it was a beautiful thing to see a Jake like that, man, just full of energy and passion and excited and happy about reading. You know, that's why it made me start off with Revelations 1 and 3. You know, blessed is he that readeth. Okay, especially when you tap into the scriptures. Okay, because the knowledge of this world is foolish. Okay, you know, I mean, and we're not telling you can't go out and get an education. Okay, but you know, for the most part, like, when I look back at my time in school, in grade school, you know, everything that I learned, you know, none of that stuff really applied to my life today. You know what I'm saying? But when I tapped into these holy scriptures, you know, all through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and him pouring out his spirit, you know, the Holy Spirit upon me, you know, to be able to understand these scriptures, you know, having men before me that have been laboring for decades and pushing this truth, so that, you know, the next generation can come up and accept it, and then they follow suit, you know, in this thing. You know, that's the true understanding. You know, my spirit, man, I'm telling you, when I woke up to this, it's like I felt, you know, it's like a sigh of relief. It's like, this is true purpose. This is real. This is what I've been waiting on, you know, my whole life. I've been waiting for this moment, you know, this right here, you know. This, man, before that, we were just, man, we were them dry bones, man. So, you know, but, you know, like I said, the knowledge out here, man, it's only beneficial if you are a heathen and you're trying to make it, you know, in this so-called kingdom ruled by Esau Edom, you know. But it's a mirage, man, you know, especially for our people. You know, it's not designed and set up for us to prosper. You know, our people got to climb twice as hard than any other one, you know, of these other nations, especially an Edomite, you know, to try to make it. You got to go twice as hard, man. And even that ain't even enough, you know. So you tap into these scriptures, it gives you life, and you got to live a simple life in this thing. Don't try to do it to, oh man, I want to get this and that. I need the big car, the big house. I want to live luxurious life and all that. No, it's not set up for us, you know. Okay. But Yahushua even said this right here. This is Matthew 21:16. It says, "And said unto him, hearest thou what these say?" Okay. And Yahushua saith unto him, Yea, have you never read? Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings thou hast perfected praise. Okay. So, you know, reading, man, really is a very beautiful thing, you know, especially when you tap into these scriptures. And it's a blessing, you know, children, you know, having children and raising them up right in the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will bless you. He will bless you and your family, man, for generations and generations, you know, to come. Okay. This is Psalms 127 and verse 3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord. Okay. And the fruit of the womb is his reward. Okay. So it's a blessing having children, man. You know, that's one of the things that I hasten for, you know, because I don't have children. You know, I wanted them real bad, and it just seemed like it just never worked out. You know, anytime I ever met a woman, you know, in my lifetime, you know, it was either they couldn't have kids, they were on birth control, they already had kids and didn't want any more, got their tubes tied. It was all these things. And then if it was someone that I met one that didn't have kids, and she wouldn't mind, she wanted kids, you know, but we worked two different schedules, and it was really hard to get up with each other all the time. And it just was one of those things, man. And I was like, man. But now that I'm in this truth, I found out she was actually a heathen, you know, because I think her mom is an Israelite. I believe she is. I'm not mistaken, because she's I think she said she might be mixed with like Hawaiian or something, you know, and those are Japhetic people. But I think but her mom looks like you know, she's real dark. You know, I think she might like have a Negro father, kind of like Dwayne Johnson. You know, it's one of them, but she probably leans more towards the Hawaiian, the mom side. You know, like Rock does. You know, he ain't gonna come out and just be like, you know, oh, I'm a black man or nothing like that. He's hearkening unto like his mom's side, or leaning more towards his mom's side, because that'll get you further in this society. You know, it's like that tennis player, you know, she got her mom's last name, but her father's Haitian. She should be having her father's last name, you know, but it doesn't matter if you want to lean to your mom's side or not. At the end of the day, you are what your father is. You know, you're going to be an Israelite, and you can't get away from that. All right. So yeah, lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Okay. So it's a blessing having children. Okay. This is here Proverbs 22:6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay. So training up a child in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is the ways of life. You know, anything outside of that is the ways of death. Okay. You know, some of us had toxic parents. You know, the curses hit us, and you feel like they didn't teach you anything. They didn't teach you. They weren't teaching you thus saith the Lord. You know, because they're operating under that do as thou wilt spirit, you know, which that's the ways of Satan, okay? The opposite of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So it's the ways of death. And that's why you see a lot of these children, man, they grow up and end up in prison and many other things. It's because they're not hearkening unto the words, the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know? Their parents are not living right, so they can't teach you the ways, you know? And now you have the men, you have his men that are set up, and now we're teaching these ways because we're trying to bring our people back out, you know. So again, it says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay, so that's beautiful, man. You know. And my hat goes off to you guys that are that are out here with children, and you're raising them up right. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. All right. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, honor thy mother and it says, honor thy mother and, or Salakia, y'all. All right, getting a little tongue-tied. Honor thy father and mother both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. Okay? And I brought this out in a lesson because not so long ago, you know, this Edomite man, he beheaded his father, man. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, Esau, man, going back to Esau and Jacob, you know, and, you know, their father being Isaac, you know, Isaac he was training his children up in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but training them up don't necessarily mean they're gonna keep at it. You know, Esau wasn't he didn't hearken and take heed and stuff. He went and did what he wanted to do. You know, we were taught not to deal with the heathen women, yet Esau went out and did it. You know, that's what he went out and married. He married women of the other nations, you know. And plus he wasn't, you know, teaching the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So, you know, he probably tapped into all kind of stuff of how, you know, whatever his women, you know, those other nations, because they have other gods and everything. And he probably hearkened more into their ways and their cultures, you know. Some of my people ended up doing that as well, you know. But for the most part, a lot of Jakes, man, we were keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Okay? Verse 9, it says, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children, but the curses of the mother rooteth out foundations. Yep. Especially when they was dealing with them heathen women, man. Because, you know, they weren't teaching the ways of Yahweh Shah because they don't know it. You know, it wasn't given unto them. Okay? This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. Hey, brother, man, he said, you know, he was talking about confidence and he ain't afraid and everything. Hey, that was very spiritual what that little Jake was saying, man. You know, being able to stand in great boldness like we are now. You know, a lot of us, I've said this in several lessons, how there's Jakes that don't even like being on camera. They don't like being in that type of spotlight. And I'm one of those guys. I'm like that. You know, like when we did the class presentations, you go up in front of the class. I didn't like doing all that stuff. When I was in school, I used to like to sit in the back. You know, of course, I'm listening to the teacher and learning and everything. But I was, man, I didn't want to be in the spotlight like that. I've never been that type of individual. But, you know, we had to get out of our comfort zones. You know, hey, Moses didn't, at first, he didn't want to do what Yahweh Shemashah was telling him. But hey, he was like, man, you know, because he's like, I'm not even good with words, you know. I don't know if he had a speech impediment or something like that. But hey, he said, hey, your brother Aaron, I'll get him to speak, you know, for you. Hey, there's no excuse. You're gonna have to go forth and do this, you know. So he has to get us out of that comfort zone. You know, you might not like it or whatnot, but you can't escape your destiny, man. Okay. But yeah, it says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay, so we got to do that. We have to study in order to rightly divide the word of truth, man. You know, but ultimately the spirit got to be dealing with you, because there's also a thing of too much study, which that's in the scriptures, and I got that. I'm gonna bring that out here in a second. You know, too much study, because you know you got guys that they like. You know, a lot of times what we bring out of the Holy Scriptures, that's not enough for some people. I've heard Jake say that, like, that ain't enough. I need more. They want more books. They want to read other books and tap into other stuff. You know, because it's not because it's really their flesh. You know, the spirit can accept this, and that's good enough. But the flesh, it wants more. It hungers for more. It's like a gluttonous spirit. You know, so they want to tap into all these other different books, and then they be all over the place. You know, that's when you get these crazy doctrines. You know, I did a lesson where you had an Eve out here, and and I guess she's being taught that Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is coming back on a boat. She said he ain't coming back on the ships, which we know those spaceships are the chariots. This is why our people back during slavery sung "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." But she said that's not true. He coming back on a boat. You know, because you know in the scripture it says he comes out. You know, who was this man that come up out of the sea? You know, so she's thinking, you know, carnally minded, thinking that it's the sea, like down here, the ocean. No, you know that the sky. The reason why the sky is blue is because that's a whole ocean up above you. You know, go back in the scriptures where it goes into him separating the waters above from the waters below. Earth is right in between that. You know, it's in between the waters above and the waters below. You know, come on, man. But Jake and them, that's why it says the study to show thyself approved. But then there's a too much study, and people get too crazy. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, and further by these, my son, be admonished, okay, of making many books. There is no end. You see that? And much study is weariness on the flesh. Okay. And that's why, you know, like I said, you know, people can get too crazy with it, you know. They saying men as tall as skyscrapers were sleeping with the daughters of men and stuff. How make that make sense, man? You know, that's some bug out doctrines. But this is what we warn our people about. But you are to study, though. Show yourself approved, you know. So because you don't want to be one of those guys that, you know that you are, you're an Israelite and everything, but you go out there on the highways and hedges and you're not truly prepared to go out and teach, man. You know, because some people will just throw you out there. And, you know, you wake up knowing you're Israelite and they say, go out and teach. No, you got to learn. You know, you got to study. You know, it can take time. You know, depending on your lot and how much access of the truth that Yahweh Shem Yahshua gave you, because everyone in this truth don't have the same access to, you know, there's levels to this thing, you know, and that can go over the head of some jakes. You know, they'd be like, how come you ain't teaching this? How come you ain't in that? Well, maybe that's just not, Yahweh Shem Yahshua hasn't opened that up for me, you know. There's certain levels, and you got to know your level, man. Because a lot of times you'll be talking about something you have no business tapping into, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua might make a fool out of you, you know. So you got to be very careful with that. But yeah, you could tap into too many books, all right. And this is Romans 12 and verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world. Okay, so their ways, their education and all that, don't be conformed to all that. The ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is enough, and it really, all the answers you need are in there. Like I said, that book is your ways of life. It's written for your learning. Okay, you know, you have to have like that little Jake. That little Jake, you gotta have that hunger like that, but have that for the Holy Scriptures, man. Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with reading other books and stuff. I like to read books. I even like comics. I love comics. That's one of the things about me. You know, it always resonated with me even as a child, and I think it's all through the spirit. Now that we wake up and now you're hearing things about the spiritual powers and stuff, and it's like, whoa, it makes a whole lot more sense to why I was reading them comics and just being tapped into it. You know, you got younger Jakes than me. They come up, they like, you know, the Avatar, Airbender, Dragon Ball Z, things like that. What's that? The one guy with the one punch man and all that. Hey, all the little animes and stuff. Hey, that's why Jake be into all that, man. Because we're gonna get that power, man. And for those that don't believe, man, hey, to hell with them. Because you know, our forefathers had power like that. You know, in the ancient world, they're doing things that, you know, you don't see today. You know, but we've been brought as low as worms. But Yahweh Shem Yahshua is he's removing them chains off of us, man, and we're rising up. This is why this devil is scared. He got bunkers and stuff, because we're rising up. Okay, but again, it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, the renewing of your mind. All right, that ye may be proved what is that good. Okay, and acceptable, all right, and perfect will of God. Okay, but that renewing of your mind, okay, you know, that renewing, you know, just looking at that little Jake, man, and everything that he was saying, man, and all these scriptures was just coming into my mind, you know, the renewing of your mind, you know, because, you know, our thought process, the way that we thought and everything, man, it was off. It was crazy, man. We was stuck in like a grave, man. We were in like a deep ditch, like the abyss, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, you know, he pulled us out of that, man, poured his spirit upon us. And now we're you know, we're awakened, man. And we're falling back into our lot, man, doing what our forefathers did. You know, we're being fishers of men. We're preaching the downfall of this kingdom like our forefathers did, the ancient kingdoms. Okay, we're doing the same thing, you know. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, is blessing us and showing that he's with us, you know. So this is beautiful. Okay, that renewing in your mind, man, is these holy scriptures. You know, like I said, it gives you life. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, and I'll end it on this. And it says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, so you see, the wisdom and the knowledge is going to be the stability of our times. This is what's going to keep you in these days to come. As all hell's going to begin to break loose, people are going to lose it. We've been warning our people, and it's just been falling on deaf ears. But you know, when all hell breaks loose, like when the economic crash happens and the dollar is no more, people ain't going to be able to pay their bills. They're not going to be able to get food, and they ain't going to have no answers to what's going on. And Esau's not going to tell you. Esau's lying. He lying to you now. There's so much stuff happening in the world today. If it wasn't for like these other nations and whistleblowers, you know, and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua dealing with certain men to be able to truly tell you what's happening, no one would know. We'll be kept in the dark. That's how Esau likes it. He wants to keep you in the dark. Meanwhile, all hell's breaking loose. But he wants you to stay calm. But he ain't gonna be able to hold back no more, and people are gonna lose it. They're gonna go crazy. But they're gonna see certain men like me and many other brothers and sisters and children that have hearkened and come back to Yahweh Shem Shah. They're gonna see them being calm, peaceful, not worrying in those times, and they're gonna be like, why are they not panicking? Why are they not worrying? And it's because we have hearkened, man. We have listened to Yahweh Shem Shah, man, and we have His word, man, and we meditate on His word, man. It's going to keep us and sustain us in these days to come. Okay, so I'll read it again. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is His treasure. Okay, so it's beautiful, man. Like I said, that brother reading and things like that, and that should be us. We should be reading, studying the word. Okay. A lot of times, and I'm talking about myself as well, I get on myself harder, and no one can get on me harder than I get on myself. Okay, but I feel like sometimes we rely more on the technology, like these phones, all the time. Even, I use it because I can pull up scriptures really quick when I'm doing my lessons. However, I do always do this. I've never tried to go out and do my highways without having my actual sword, and I'm talking about the Bible. Have the actual Bible with you, because you cannot trust in these devices. Okay, be not ignorant of Satan's devices. These things can go out, and there you are recording your lesson. You know what I'm saying? So it's and I always have notes. I have everything prepared when I go out. So I like that, because that's just me. That's how I've always been. But I like to have my actual sword with me. And there've been times where I was my phone started acting weird, and the internet wasn't working. So I actually had my Bible with me. So this is like my advice to you. As a older brother in this thing. To you young brothers and brothers my age. Hey, just in case. Sometimes we could rely on these technology. Make sure you always have your sword with you. Even if you're using your phone while you're doing your highways or your lessons, always have your sword with you, because sometimes this stuff, like I said, it can mess up. Have that word with you so you can dig and look for the scriptures you need. Okay, it might take a little time, but we'll be patient, especially those that are hunger and thirsting for this truth. Okay, so Lord willing, you found this lesson here edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praise unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel, and shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Until the next one, shalom.